Hello guys, so today was my Solytics Partners Frontend Intern interview. Yes, so I let me tell you all about my interview experience. So the role was Frontend Intern and Solytics Partners. Okay, so like I will be very friendly or let's say casual, informal with you guys. So I have told ChatGPT to tell me how to make videos. So they say intro. Okay. So 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 like yeah so uh, wait a second. Like let me tell you how I got the interview. Or should I tell my intro first? Okay, let me tell my intro first. So I am Devraj and a final year CSC student and a front-end developer. And okay, so in this video I am going to share my complete interview experience with Solytics Partners for a front-end intern role and what went well, what went didn't, what questions were asked, feedback I got from the interview. So, okay, let's move forward. I got the interview. So I applied at LinkedIn here. It's no longer accepting applications. Okay, so yes, so that's how I applied at the LinkedIn, and but I applied almost like a week or 2 week before, and tomorrow yesterday I got the call for the interview. That today will be my interview. So okay, so my resume got shortlisted. Let me show you my resume. Here is my resume. So you can see my portfolio, my LinkedIn, my GitHub. Okay. And here my programming languages, here my work experience, web development in tech, and front-end development and adaptive technologies. Okay, so here my projects, software store project, Flipkart project, a project, and here is my education background, BTech from MDU Rohtak, UIT MDU Rohtak, and from Shriram Model School, CBSE board. Okay, so okay, so I applied for the role and my resume got shortlisted for the interview. And I think my resume is like good for the front-end part. I usually change the resume according to the job description and like try to apply for the front-end roles, back-end roles, and full stack roles. I work in full stack, so I work in Stack, MongoDB, Express, React, Node, and yes, that is. And I work with a lot of other stack like EJS, 4 5 projects, and a lot. Okay, so I got interview call from the HR, and okay, so yes, so interviewer came and I joined the meeting at 4 p.m. Interviewer came. He asked, tell me about, give an introduction about yourself. So that's I tell the same. I am Devraj, a final year CS student at MD Rohtak, and I have worked with the front end part from my last like 7 year of the college, and I am working with the full stack for the last 3 years, and yes, so. I have done 2 internships, one at GovTech and one at React Technologies. At GovTech, I built pages using the WordPress templates, and at the React Technologies, I worked directly with the founder. Founder gave us instructions. He told us me to make the homepage. I built the homepage, and I used React.js, Tailwind CSS, JavaScript. Okay, so yes, so that was my experience, and my introduction. I told about this, and as I told about like I have built projects and I and my at for the graduation part I am doing from the MBA Rohtak and for 12th part I have done from CBSE board. Okay, so that was introduction part and then he see my project, software store project. Okay, so we go into the detail. Okay, so he told me to tell me about their software store project. So I have shown him this project. So it asked me about this project is about. So let me tell you about what this project is about. So basically, me and my friend ended third year or fourth year of college. Like got into about the sanity like CMS, headless CMS. So basically, headless CMS is a thing where yes, so like the database part and backend part will remain at like the body of the man. Like the legs are the database, the body are the backend. Okay, so for front end there is HTML or React or anything. Okay, so that's an with a head. That is the content management with a head. And for the content headless CMS, which is our sanity. So in that the backend part and database part can be at one at like there is one thing content management the sanity which is going and for the and using that data from our content sanity CMS, we can make different heads. So our project, our front end, or like application can be on React, or application can be on a monitor, or application can be run on laptop, or application can run on a TV, smart TV. The heads can be many, but the body and the legs part, the back end, so content management part will be one, and from that. One source of truth, we can provide it to many heads and show our data in many applications. So that was about sanity. Okay, so for working with the sanity, we have developed software marketplace. So what it does is that what it does. Let me drink some water. Yeah, guys. So what was you only? So I was telling. I told about your sanity, and now I'm telling what our project is actually about. So this is a software store. Uh, So we try to get deals from our software, so SaaS platform, software as a service platforms like Mailchimp, Canvas, Figma, and we try to grab deals from them in bulk. Like we first contacted them and asked them to give their like we will get them orders, and you have to provide us some discounts so we can give our users. You have to provide your platforms with some discounts. And this is of the target marketplace is for the freelancers and startups and any company which requires these software tools and at the initial state or it can be like micro enterprise or major enterprise. Yes, but yes, that was. So let me show you my project, best deals on premium tools for beginners. Get started now. AI analytics. So it's on in development phase. It's right now in development phase, but we have developed a lot. Okay. Same or with store domain. So if you have a store domain, then you can get more discount. So it's about us. Okay. So help you build store with security tools, how it works, select your details, create account, get started today. Okay. So here is our deals, on spec. So we are customized or like what should I say? Like categorize our deals into like we can go like quickly pick or we can guide you in buying the packs. Okay, okay, yes. So this was about contact us. Here is like rough information. And there is now video page blog. So we will add blogs. Okay, here is one. sign up with Google functionality. We have implemented using OAuth, and you should learn about OAuth. And I really like that functionality, sign up functionality part. So here is your type of user dashboard. So you can see his name, you can see his deals, you can do savings. Okay, you're not asking for credit card yet. That is all like development page and rough things, not like real deals, tummy things. Okay, so this was my project. Then he like somehow my project is good and he liked it, but then he go into further deep into the project and he asked for the code. Here is my code, and so it's in Next.js for the front for like this application, and Sanity for backend for content management. Okay, so yes, and then he asked me where is the like some sign up part for the sign up code. So here I show him the sign up code. Yes, okay. So yes, that was our project part. So he somehow liked it, and I told him, so it took so much more time. So then he now like introduction part done, projects part done, and like he doesn't focus much on work experience and like it run part. He doesn't ask much about it. And then uh, he, then he moved to basic part. Okay, so now he gave me a question. Question he gave like this: my name, my state. Okay, and input will be this, output will be reverse of each word. Reverse, 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 reverse. Okay, and but order of the words will be same, but reverse. Okay, so how I approached it. So I take input, I pass into function, what happening in the function, I take an empty array, I take word, then what I actually did is like splitting the string into an array with words. So like here you can see from first to string dot length we are doing where you have if there is space then we can like go to the word like make the word, and once the word is done and once pause is come then it will be pushed to the this words array, and here uh, and then we make our word again to the null like plain. Okay, and then we push that word into our array. So here you can see our input was Devrajama and the array is Devrajama. These are our words array. Then after that we have to done the reversing part. So we have to reverse this first, this first, and we have to do this. So for that part we created an empty result string. Then what we did is that so what are we doing here is that from the last starting from the last array of last element of array and then going uh, down and like going opposite. Understand? And then what we doing is that we had nested loop. So we are doing reverse of first word. So first word जितनी भी length होगी length and going negative negative. Okay, so for 3 it will do so reverse equal to words of I comma j. So this one I comma j. No, j will be over last one. I will be over last one. So last the last is a. So this a come and then here console log it. So A and A. So this part, the last two word reversed, and here this for result is out of this. Okay, so what is this the first word plus this space or no space plus over the last string. Okay, so we repeat it again and again for Haryana for this and for Burma to this. Okay, so at here what happened like reverse will be this umbrella and this will be space. So umbrella is or result is something not empty. So that's why it will be a space plus or last string. Okay, to that this, so to that this. Okay, so you understand this. If the result is some value true, then this will comes, and if not, it will not. So the result will be predicted. But I don't think like yes, in this like you see these two lines. I already applied this, and the space was not coming because the space was going at the end. But like after the interview, I corrected it. Yeah. So, but I don't think he liked my approach, and that's is like he, he trying to he don't like say it rejected or something like, but like he not like it. Then he called me to ask some questions for the questions part. Yes, so the main wrong thing was here, and then he asked me you do something on lead code or code forces because I can't find it on your resume. So yeah, so he asked everything from my resume, and then he asked about my college part and then my school part, which code, and okay, yes, and like I told you, he asked for my financial criteria, and I was able to find through. He said that yes, your code was of last year, but still you should like give your code once for preparing for the interview. Then he asked about my education part, and then yes, so like they like my resume, but the main thing where I like step back or step back or they don't like part was DSA part. My DSA was not so strong. I also know it myself. Okay, so yes, and at the last he asked me if I wanted to ask some questions. So what I asked is tell me some improvements and feedbacks which I can do. So he says that if you don't know coding, then simply go to the lead code and do some coding or get a letter C code because I can't see you doing this DSA part. So I said that I am more on the development part, less on the DSA part. But he says, no, that will not help you because you have to do DSA that will improve your problem solving and you will not stuck in when I asked the question and where you stuck it at it. Because if you easily do that question, then I will ask you further about that question. I will give you ask for the another improve also do this part, change this part. Okay. So you are more focused on the DC part and as we told to me to do the DC part more. Okay, so so like then he asked this is for my programming language. So he asked me about hoisting. So I was unable to remember the hoisting. Let's study hoisting first. Only about hoisting. Okay, let me tell you about this. Let me question also. For Steam JavaScript before feature of moving the releases to the top of the transport functional profile. So it was like when we declare later, but use it earlier. Declarations hosted yes, values defined until assigned. So like until we assign the value, it will remain undefined even after you declare later. But latent post won't let you. They will just show undefined. Okay. So we will study about posting and latent posts are not posted. Okay. So what the other thing we asked me difference about from the where let post from the different. uh, I like studied these questions uh, during the college year. I when my friends giving interviews, so I also came across these questions and I like studied it, but I was unable to remember it in the interview. Okay, function scope. So there are scope differences in which code it can be used. So their block scope, which like yes, but not initial, is not utilized. So hosting part, redefinition, and one thing, another thing he asked about the you call apply find. Okay, so it's calling the function. Okay, so these are the passing the arguments. Okay. For an apply in the function with custom this context for using visual one apply text. Okay. And these were the three questions I like unable to answer any one of them. So I don't know. I was unable to remember them or solve them anything. Okay. So that was it. So like first I gave introduction. He asked me about project. So then he asked relating to the project. Then he gave me the essay question. And then I saw the essay question. He wrote to for the private institution also, but I was able to solve it. Then he gave me the language specific question more about JavaScript or Scheme or platforms for apply mind. I was also unable to do that. And yes, so yeah, yeah, I got rejected. But I learned more from this interview. Yes, I learned much more than all the candidate reviews I gave. Yes, I failed at almost all of them. And what I learned is that some companies ask for DSC more because the one who take my interview is a software senior, senior software. So he must know much, he know much more about coding. And if he says basic important, that I also think I have to do DSM because I focus less on DSM, like go into the project part and get this and get this and get this. But somewhere I am lacking at the DSM. Okay, so I am sharing all the my interview experience with you. I think it's gone very lengthy, and if you're watching, then okay. Thanks for watching. Share with a friend who is open to okay. I will add in description. Okay. Okay, guys. So that's it. Thank you for watching your experience. If it will be any helpful for you, anyhow, if you are going for the Frontend Intern at Solytics Partners, it will be very useful. Okay.